100% definitely not me scrolling up and down through Steam lists. Random number generator picks out games from our Steam back catalog, games we might have played, games we might not have, and we were challenged to talk a little bit about them, give our opinions on them, things like that, as well as stream about an hour or so for the website. So we're going to take a look at the Swapper, which is from 2013, I believe, from Facepalm Games. It's a really cool little puzzle platformer with some sort of haunting implications if you think about it pretty deeply. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I'm going to start a new game. So this is our intro right here. Pretty sparse opening, and as is intended to be, we are a lone astronaut of some kind that has been launched from a space station in an escape pod. We don't know why, at least at this point in the game. And yeah, this game is just like really kind of gorgeous. You got sort of multiple layers going on here. And I believe the way that this game was done is that they took photos of different objects for reference and actually used them in order to texture this game, which is got, like, it plays on a 2D scale, but looks 3D. With the way the models are done and the foreground, background stuff, multiple layers, and it's just got this really hard to describe, just like physical feel to it. That is just, I really enjoy a lot. The game describes itself as being a puzzle game, and it absolutely is. I think of it a lot in terms of Portal, and a lot of the ways it sort of bends your mind and the way that the puzzles work, which we'll get to in just a bit.
Theseus Excavation Site 24 on planet Cori 5. All off-world transport via home teleport at base of installation. All finds property of the Sisyphus project.
Like, Metroid is probably one of the first references in terms of just how much isolation there is. Not to mention the doors right there look a lot like doors from Metroid or Super Metroid. Yeah, but yeah, just you and the environment by yourself. It's just a very sort of lonely feel. And now we get the thing that the title of the game is named after, the Swapper. So right mouse button. And we can see it is sort of this instantaneous cloning machine. We're able to actually do even more than one clone at a time. They move exactly the same way we do. We run into them, gather clones back up. So, as you can see, probably has a lot of applications in terms of being able to do different kind of puzzles, and also being able to place them anywhere in space. For example, this door here we can't get past, but if we throw down a clone, stand on the door and open it for us. Whenever you're placing clones, it will go into slow motion. which has, once again, more puzzle potential at the end. So we'll go on ahead. This refills all of our clones and we go into another room. I don't know what happened to the clones in the other room. Let's not worry about that. So here we have another puzzle here. Obviously we need to get that door open, but we can't do it when this is open, so we're going to put a clone right there to stand on the switch, and we'll put another one right up here, and we'll have him run, jump, hit that button, and go forward. And here we're showing that we can have up to 4 clones at once, so we need all 4 of these buttons pressed. That takes care of that. Once you hit a white light, this, whatever this is at the moment, that will take care of all the clones in an area. So once again, sort of restricts you from doing too much ways of getting yourself messed up in terms of puzzles. This is a memory terminal. Listen, we're grateful, but to be frank, half of my team refuses to be in the same room as one of these swapper devices. I hardly envision their use becoming widespread enough to justify the security precautions that you've had installed down here. This is how a lot of the story is delivered throughout the game. We're going to find the backlogs and figure out exactly why.
Radio uplink available. Broadcast location, Mind Science Laboratory, Space Station Theseus.
What you're telling me isn't possible. Tell me who I just ejected into space.
Why everything is going on and why we were ejected into space. We gotta get across there, but clearly we can't jump it. So we gotta check this out first. And now we get the other part of the swapper device, which is being able to left click to transfer consciousness from one body to the other. Just a flick of the button. You're able to tell based on obviously where the screen is centered and the helmet being highlighted as blue. Once again, more puzzle applications. Who's in that suit we can never actually see, since the head always moves away from us. And then, like, once again, just the way that everything sort of works in this universe, there's some mechanics beyond just the puzzle itself. What happened to those clones that were back there? Like, if we go back, they've disappeared. And another thing to just sort of think about in like the thermal sense is that I'm no longer in my original body. I'm same consciousness theoretically, but in the body of a clone. And now even then, I'm once again removed, and another clone has been resupplied. So that body just, for all intents and purposes, I guess, has died. Like, we can't swap to it anymore. It's not down there. So, you know, questions again is like, what makes you human is kind of interesting to explore. Another puzzle mechanic, blue light you cannot create clones inside of. But that's not going to be too big of a problem. Just go ahead and place it down there. Unfortunately, if we move off of that, it's going to close the door, so what we want to do is we want to swap to this body. And then head, well, I guess not. We're good. And then red blocks swapper rays completely. Like, we can put people up here, no problem, but we can't swap to it. So we want to go over here. This is another good puzzle design stuff here, is that you can see this animated object going on, but it slows down when I'm doing the swapping stuff. So now you know about the time dilation if you hadn't figured out first. So we go ahead and swap up here. Once again, another one of the clones bites the dust. At least our consciousness wasn't in it. There's another memory terminal. Sam, I need a security orb. I haven't been planetside for weeks. I cannot get clearance back to Theseus. Help me out, Kim. I can't. I want to see my husband as much as you do yours. So once again, more stuff going on here. Apparently people being quarantined for whatever reason to the planet. Opens up a switch.
The ship I came here in is fried. I have a rescue team on the way. They'll be here in a day's time. Why not? There must be something we can...
go check out Dig Site B before we go. Well, I guess we can't. There's a door covered by fungus or something. Go to the teleporter. I believe we need security orb. Teleporter's offline. One more encryption orb required. Maybe to the right. Body. We need a faster turnaround here. The last shift was supposed to go home 6 hours ago. Instead, you've got them shipping back more rock samples. They're tired. Please advise.
You can't make me do that. I won't do it.
Go up here, but we have to be physically present in order to get the security orb. So, most likely, this is going to be able to set us up here. But, once again, because of movement restrictions, we're going to have to do some swapping. Okay, so this should... Actually have it subtitled as a swap happening, so swaps are going on other places, it seems like. And this will take us back to Space Station Theseus, which will be the main hub for the rest of the game, I believe. Might be other parts, trying to remember. Don't want to spoil too much, because the game goes some interesting places. Theseus. Here is a rock. It says, hello. You know, like rocks do. Looks like another rock up there. And then again, there's sort of the ethics of the idea of making more and more clones only for them to, like, I put one up here, drops down and dies. If it goes far enough, I could just do this over and over if I wanted to. And does that make me a monster in some, you know, in some fashion? I don't even know if they're alive to begin with. Another rock. The limits of language are the limits of knowledge. Our name was not their knowledge. They thought of us as watchers. And then E to move stuff. Face them, hold E. There we go.
Off-site quarantine procedures engaged.
So we cannot go forward while the quarantine is going on. And this is the way the main progression of the game works. You're going to be locked out of certain areas, and you're going to need to get security orbs, and those will have their own puzzles associated with it. Let's see how many of these I can remember. I believe a lot of the ways things are done are sort of like limited swaps, for example. And of course, like lights being able to limit stuff, and puzzles move at a pretty quick rate. Like the planet itself is a tutorial to start with, but things will start to pick up pretty quickly. Let's see. I guess I have chat locked on you. No, Miguel, you are showing up on YouTube right now for chat. Like I can. You can chat from your PC, but not... I don't know if mobile has a way to chat, but maybe I'm just crazy. It's worth me looking into, absolutely. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the security orbs here. The world is the limit of thought. The limit of thought is the chain that hears like me. I cannot speak if they cannot listen. Another sort of implication idea, like, do the rocks talk to everybody, or only people that have swapped? What is where? How is where? Does the where tick? And we know only the minds in our chain. You chose your chain in a dimension we do not know. I guess it's just lore rocks here, for lack of a better term. Does time dilate too? And No, I guess it looks like it stays constant, but then there's like a noticeable like lag in movement on my side when that happens. Okay, boxes. Gonna mess around. We can't swap up there. Gonna probably need to hit that switch. Let's see. The switch opens that door. We need to. I'm gonna just have to do this one at a time. We can swap a guy into here. And we need to. Oh, that's. Sorry, guy. There we go. That'll lock him in there so we don't have to worry about falling off the side. Push this in here. Run him into the switch. Flip up. Swap. Good to go. There we go.
Engaged.
And it's like the flow of the game is really good too. You get some puzzles, and then typically you get a good story beat that happens after that.
Hull breach in Sector 1. Emergency personnel to waste management.
And the story is typically so like it's interesting in a lot of ways to see where it goes. It really makes you want to keep going with the puzzles to figure out what's going on. So here I just made a swap just in time in order to get that fall. And there, once again, more like mechanics. Like if you get decently good at it, you can swap and go up and swap and go up and swap and go up, and that way you can climb to infinity, assuming that there's not like blights that are in your way. Let's see. I believe. Essential supplies: food 4 times, 197 days at full crew complement. Water 3,000 liters of emergency fluid in storage, 7,000 in recirculation. Miscellaneous research equipment 201 registered items. Spare parts 5,967 items registered. Xeno samples and finds 432 items registered. Oh, and it puts the watchers on the logs too. Okay. Let's see. Greenhouse is up that way. Try to, let's see, we need 3 more encryption orbs to hit that, so we're looking for 3 puzzle rooms. Let's try the greenhouse. Actually, this might be, I think we're puzzles going lower on the other side, yeah, this might be like the harder section here. I'm gonna try it. Miguel, if you're still watching, do you mind seeing if you could look up the composer for this? Like, it's a really good soundtrack. I didn't bother to look up other than this is Facepalm Games that did this. It should check it. Lights combining in are represented by being in the like purple. So. So we're going to throw somebody here, and then I guess we're going to swap and push it that way. There we go, and swap up here. Can you look up to see who the composer is, Miguel, if you don't mind, for the swapper? Oop. Swapped as he was falling at terminal velocity, and another nice thing is that there's not really that much penalty for death, other than having to start the puzzle over. But you're a monster, obviously, for killing clones and yourself. A few areas of the station remain habitable. The cargo bay in Sector 1 has everything we need: food, water, greenhouse access, but it may not be safe for long. No one knows what's causing this. Sam Cook. Let's see. Pause 1 real quick. Okay, there we go. can I just pull up F anytime for that? Yeah, I guess I can. Let's see. So that turns off that right there. Can't swap to it. Just got to guide this guy over it. Turns off that light. And then I guess I go up this way. I can swap here. And finally there. Carlo Castellano, I believe that is what the name I got Miguel to look up for me. But yeah, just beautifully, wonderfully, just awesome, ambient, slightly creepy, very kind of sad soundtrack in a lot of ways. Very much completes the aesthetic for the game, in my opinion. I believe there is one more puzzle piece somewhere right here. Do I need to go up? Can I go up? I can't go any higher. I don't think I can... Nothing up there either, so maybe this is the extent of what's in the garden zone. Castellano. Castellano, 2 L's. Okay, thank you. I can put it into, I guess, the show notes after this is all said and done. Let's see. Hard wall there. Castellano. Just gonna keep saying that name over and over. Castellano, Castellano, Castellano. Let's see. Here we go. More rocks. I'm the only one that believes in the other dimension. I call it space. One moves through space. Yes, how? Real subtle hint there, arrow pointing up. So the game doesn't like immediately start locking you out of area. Like there's a little bit of lenience in terms of how many orbs you need to get to the next area to start with, but eventually I believe you need to get them all. And that's just blank down there, so now we gotta swap up. Swap up. Yeah, so this, the area is kind of backwards, like, whoops. This is clearly the area that you would do first to learn about swapping in midair. Like the room is set up as such, and so that's sort of where I get the portal vibe from, just because it tutorializes itself in like an incredibly smart way. You're gonna learn techniques as you go along from what on its face seems like pretty simple mechanics of making clones and swapping. I believe this one's all a timing puzzle, but you gotta get the timing just right. Oh shoot, okay, well, sorry guy. I'm gonna wait for it in terms of precision timing. I think I need to do one more up and then one more across. Oh, but they're also going down in such a fashion that eventually they die before, so I will never run out of clones, and I can be more or less stuck in an infinite loop. Let's go up again. Swinging light. It's pretty nice touch. Okay, and that will just reopen the door. The game is pretty good about making sure you don't get stuck too badly. I believe that's going to give us all the orbs we need to worry about right now. Gives us these gravity gates, which is our next like mechanic in terms of learning how to navigate the space station. You can bet that there are definitely going to be some puzzles associated with them. I think you can also go upstream, I want to say. Not that there's anything here for me, but...
How did you get back here? Why are you following me? Look, it's too late now to apologize. Just let me go.
As you can probably surmise, she's the one that shipped you off of the space station for whatever reason. So let's go ahead and hit... Can we hit this? Yeah. Let's see, we can't swap though, can we? Oh, so we... Yeah, we're stuck in the gravity well, but we can still hit that and move him around. That'll turn that off. Can't remember if... Is there anything worth backtracking for? Yeah. More rocks! Why does the other mine scream inside? Seems ominous. Let's go check up here first.
Please respect other crew members in the communal areas by keeping noise to a reasonable level.
Looks like beds here. I'm guessing that probably hurt. No? Okay. Waste management. We heard the guy on the radio say before. And here we've got a map of the space station, which also will show us where other security orbs we need to get. We need 9 to hit to the next area. We can get 1 up here, and maybe 1... Or, no, that's an unexplored hatch, but there's also a memory terminal that way. So we want to go up, if possible. Huh. That seems to be processing ore, which may not be nearly as harmless as we thought it might be if the rocks have conscience, so... let's see, like, we need to apparently fix this terminal before we can go up. So let's check down here. I just want to stay in that room. That's actually like my favorite track in this game, but you can still kind of hear. Unfortunately, we're out of swaps, so go like this, right?
You're still here. I suppose it's answers you want. Well, everybody wants answers, and I don't have any. They do. Yeah, I'm like figuring out.
I lost track of which one I was. Yeah, figuring out exactly how to manage your swaps as well as your characters as well is kind of an interesting challenge. So I need to hit these two first, and then I need to get a guy up there. So I think I want to do that. And then just run all of these guys off, I guess. There we go. I was trying to go for all sorts of atmosphere stuff there for a second there, but then I ended up moving to, I guess, backtracking an area. I believe there are still more orbs to get in that section. I guess I can also check this section out as well.
The ship, do you know where it is? Did the Watchers take it? No, mindless. How could they?
So that opens up that vent there. But obviously I don't want to get crushed by the rock crusher. Still, I kind of want to see what's over there. Whoops. I believe I can get out in time. No, let's get up to waste management.
I found the ship. We can't leave. I'm afraid to stay. Don't come up here. If possession means anything anymore, then this isn't yours to see.
The other mine pollutes our chain. It is truly able to end itself. Collision with an unknown vessel detected. Black box data downloaded 90 minutes ago, entering scanning range of research station Theseus. Station status derelict 87 minutes ago. 2 life signs detected 80 minutes ago. Solar interference 79 minutes ago. System reboot 78 minutes. Warning collision course 77. Massive system damage 70 minutes. Main airlock open 6 minutes. System diagnostic test activated. Results 341 critical failures. So the station is not doing that great.
You came anyway. You've seen what's left of the ship. I suppose you had to see for yourself. I suppose watching a mind unravel into bare matter is cathartic. I suppose. Who is this I doing all the supposing? Is it still me? Is it them? There's only one way to be sure. I just don't know if they'll let me take it.
So we think that's like a difference between us and the Watchers, is that they can't or won't commit suicide, I suppose. I mean, they're rocks. How could they? Lift is not operational. What happened?
Who are you? I beg your pardon, this place changes people. My name is Chalmers. I worked here a long time ago. Oh, but I'm afraid I'm headed for the mine Scilab with some urgency. I'll try to...
So it looks like Chalmers did not jump off and kill herself. But she doesn't remember us, so maybe she did. The other mind seeks our head. Why? We are all of a chain. Our weaknesses are shared. The rocks seem to have some sort of hive mind. Why we can hear them?
There you are. Couldn't leave you for dead now, could we? Take the transport beam up to research. Get a move on. I'll give you the orientation on the way.
Oh, I forgot about this. Yes. What? You have to use the swapper to propel yourself. Whoa. I can't put down clones, I think, in this area. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a rock. Another mine. So long, all alone. God, didn't catch that last bit. Going round and round and round and round.
The truth is, we're all in danger. Come meet me at Mine Sci and I'll explain. You'll have to gain access to the high-security labs first.
So now I think we gotta I don't know if we have... I want to say there are puzzles here we can solve, but we're definitely gonna have to go backtrack at some point to get some more of these orbs. There was a time long ago when the chain was full and fruitful. Then the minds like yours joined and the rest fell silent. So we can only put... what is it? Can't swap on blue. I guess we gotta go up, right? And then... if it comes back, can we swap? There we go. Trigon. Oh, maybe there'll be Trigons in just this area. I think that's a teleporter, and that is actually what lets us backtrack. Let's see what's up here. Oh boy. Okay. Need to get one up here for this switch, and one up here for this switch, but that's going to cause... and... then I think we swap here, put another one up here. Comes off. Then one more. And then we have to start. Lost track of who I was again. This is a tough one. I might have to come back to it. Because this is all with, like, precision spacing here. I gotta get my guy out as far as possible. I'm gonna start on this side. Oh. I'm not gonna be able to swap up, though. Whew. That. Watch your own feet. Come back. But I'm out of swaps again. There we go. Okay, well, maybe not have to
When we
backtrack.
first discovered them on Curry, we thought the Watchers were dumb slabs of rock. It took years of study to accept that they were alive. Not like we are, of course. They have no physical senses, no moving parts. Still, I find it hard not to wonder, can an electrical impulse in a rock really be considered a thought?
There's the planet overview. Class: desert uninhabitable. Research interest: abundant natural mineral deposits. Space Station Theseus in orbit since 201 years. Notable discoveries include a more durable steel amalgam and an alien life form similar to an Earth silkworm. Primary research in recent years has been focused on what we've come to term the Watchers, highly complex rock formations of unknown origin. Analysis of samples on board the Theseus has revealed unusual electrochemical activity within the structures, which suggests something resembling rudimentary intelligence. It's kind of grim thought to be cannibalizing intelligent life forms. Where are we at time-wise? We got 15 left, huh? Let's go see if we can go hit that high security door. Maybe get a little bit more story about what's going on here. Oops. Bad swap. Here we go. Planet survey. There we go. High security laboratories.
You're in. Good. The only access to Mindfly now is via gravity control. From where you are, you should be able to access an airlock. You're going to have to take a spacewalk across the station exterior.
What is thought? I think I know. It must have rules. We may not see the noumena, but we surely know they are the cause of the thoughts. Some of us have gone crazy. Everything there is thought. I want to say this will link us between other teleporters. So it makes backtracking a little bit easier. Let's see, Xeno research. We want to try the airlock if the airlock is not locked. Aha. Metaphysics. And once again, we got that same stuff. That way. Whoa. a teleporter. Specimen profile. The head watcher is a vast watcher specimen, the first to be discovered on Chori 5. It exhibits far more active neurological activity than the rest of the, seeming to function as a kind of group communications hub. The sample is being relocated to the Mind Science Laboratory, Sector 2, for an extended observation following a red flagged radiological activity. Transit order, weight 112 tons. Transit limitations. Due to the extreme weight and dimension of the sample, is unfit for teleport. Transport method 0G, station exterior, sample to be towed with guide ropes. Transit route. Research sample containment, airlock, station exterior, airlock, gravity control, Mind Science Laboratory. Whoa.
You made it. Good show, but we're running out of time. Dennett and we underestimated the Watchers. We have to stop them. Looks like gravity control's inactive. Get it online and come help me here.
30. Jeez. I can't even swap more up here. So now, yeah, I'm gonna have to backtrack in order to get that to go up. Let's see, where do we have puzzles left? Unexplored hatches this way. Let's do that. Yeah, we had one more in recreation. Let's do that. And another grisly fate for another swapping victim. And so these must be fast access to other parts of the station, right? Let's go see. Yeah. Woke up tired, recalled an image of a balloon, then distracted by radio. Dreamed about my 13th birthday. The clown turned into a horse. And didn't sleep. Day 10, my birthday again. This time the clown turned into some kind of stone statue. Day 11, dreamed about a laser drill down an excavation site and was trying to talk to me into doing something I didn't want to do. Another orb here. This is all timing, right? Okay, that turns off the light. So we need a guy here. Swap. 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 Two more hatches up top. Oh boy. Let's see. So that lets us create and swap people. And there's a switch over here. This is tricky. I know. Okay, there we go. Let's start over. Can't swap out of that. Can't swap into there. Can run it back though. But I ran it too far. There we go. Unfortunately, I have one too many swaps out. Okay, I got it now. That, and then like that, and then like that, and then we push this guy to the limit. We put one up here. Swap. Oh no. Oh shoot. Had it, and then we lost it. One more time. Cool. Whew, tricky. We got time for maybe one more puzzle, which is right above us. Oh, okay. I'm sure this won't be complicated in the slightest. I'm sure what we gotta do is like that, and then... Oh, is it when I do that, I think it gets rid of my... Okay. Maybe that's just so I don't mess myself up too badly. Let's see, we need a guy up here. Opens that up. A guy right here. I guess we need a guy up here. Can't swap to him though. Oh, it all has to be done in time, maybe? I still can't I need to I can't swap down here at all. Oh, okay, I have to get it all in the beam. Oh, and I know, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put one here, then we have to wait for the door to get up. So we're just gonna swap back. That's why it's set up the way that it is. Okay, I think that's gonna go ahead and conclude our look at the Swapper from Facepalm Games in 2013. It's on Steam. If you're a fan of Portal or other sort of puzzle platformers, I would suggest you absolutely take a look. I want to say it's somewhere between like $10 and $20. It's pretty cheap. It's got a great soundtrack, really cool story, totally worth your time. And I think PlayStation players got it as PlayStation Plus like a few months back, I want to say. So it's also on, yeah, the PlayStation Store. So yeah, I'm Kevin Harrison. Thanks for joining me for this, and keep an eye out for more content from Pixel Loadout.